All right, welcome in everyone. This is the weekly reading. So we're going to tap into the energies this week and get some information and guidance for you all. This is for the collective. It's a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And, connect to your truth and pick up what you need to know from your soul. But since you are here and you are drawn into this reading, there's definitely something here that you were meant to receive. So we got a pretty big week as far as shifts and things happening within the cosmos, within the astrology. So we have a new moon in Pisces this week, and that is on the 18th. And then we have the sun moving into Aries. So it is going to be Aries season. So as we close up those Pisces birthdays, and then also happy birthday Aries for those of you coming into the Aries season. We have Mercury going direct in Pisces on the 20th. So I'm going to talk a little bit about these. We also have the spring equinox. So that's also a big one. So the new moon in Pisces, I'm going to pull a couple cards for that. But, the new moon is in Pisces on the 18th. And this is, new moons are about endings and new beginnings, bringing in what the seeds we've sown during the full moon. And Pisces is really about surrendering. It's connected to our emotions. It's about beauty, sacredness, inspiration, our dreams, our fears, the, underpinning of our consciousness, the depths of our soul and consciousness. So this moon is going to feel very inspirational, and there's going to be a lot of creative energy coming up, and it's going to support our emotions. So this is a time to really feel in to what's coming up for us, and together with that new moon, it's really going to ask us to breathe, let go, surrender, and open up to what our soul is calling for, and also new beginnings that are happening for us. And, the new moon, right? It's when the moon is the least visible to us. And it really reminds us that we cannot always see what is happening or with the new beginnings or things coming into our reality. But they are forming, and there's great potential right now. And it's a time for us to just pause before they all come in for us. And that Aries energy coming in, it is a fire sign, and this is a very energetic, fiery, passionate time for us. And Aries is about, it's the astrological new year, right? So it's also inviting new life. It's also signifier and symbolism of new beginnings. So we have that new moon and also moving into Aries. It inspires us, Aries energy. It really asks us to be bold, to put ourselves out there. What do we want? Go towards it, take action around it. And it asks us to live very courageously and be strong and confident. It nudges us to finally move on the things that we desire or the things that we are feeling motivated or passionate to take action on. And it's not about being, again, Aries is the season of fire, so it's less about emotions and thoughts and being in the mind, but it's about just this knowingness, this intuition, this passion and desire and enthusiasm that is guiding us and is asking us to take life in our hands, right? We have the world in our hands right now, and what are we going to do with it? With that, so that's happening on the same day as this the spring equinox, which is the 20th, and this is about, the equinox stands for equal day and night. So we also have the astrological new year. So this is really beginnings. This is coming out of the darkness of winter, of life starting to blossom, the time we spent to just nurture ourselves, quiet, be in the peace. It's a very winter is a very transformative season. It is the season of death and rebirth. But now we are blossoming and rebirthing into this highest, the newest, highest version of ourselves. And we're starting to see, again, the blossoming of the seeds that we've sown. And this, again, is just a beautiful time of transformation, of blossoming, of new beginnings, of creativity, of the source of creation, right? This is a season of new births and things like that. So it is a beautiful time. It's a week of major transformations right now. So we are going to tap in and see what this has to bring for us. So I'm going to first just get some overall energy from the Whispers of Aloha Oracle. I just came back from Hawaii, so I'm really feeling that the magical kind of cosmic energy of Hawaii. So I'm using these cards this week. All right. Reflect your authenticity. Your core truths are in the depths of your being. And that's that Aries energy as well. Aries is really about aligning with who you are. This is who I am. This is who I want to be. And I have the confidence and the courage to be it and express it and align with those things. So this is your truths coming out, really figuring out what those are, reflecting in life who you are, right? Life is the mirror. So if we don't like what we're experiencing or what we're seeing, we really need to tap in again. Who are we? Through communication, through our actions, through just our energy, how we're living, the choices we make. Revel in the wave. Enjoy the exuberance of experience. And that's the mentality we should have no matter what we're going through, whether it's we consider it positive, negative. Every experience is something to see it in a new way. And that's kind of the theme I've been kind of getting and transforming how I'm seeing things. Even something that can seem as a death, as an ending or something negative. I'm seeing it through the lens of my divine soul and seeing it in a way that's majestic, as beautiful as what is this doing to transform my life? If it's big, maybe it's the little things in life, or what is this asking me to do within myself, or how can I show up better in my physical world? And then a change of course. Direct your progress and realize your dreams. So I do feel this shift. The winds of fate are kind of navigating us in a different direction that we weren't expecting. That is the time right now. And it's about directing the intention of not, I need to control and get to the specific outcome, or this is where I want to go specifically, and having this need to control how that unveils itself, right? On the flow to get there. This is about letting go, surrendering. And that's how you truly direct yourself and allow the universe to direct you in a way that creates the most ease and grace for you and gets you there faster and also gets you to your highest timeline here. So look at that. We have revel in the wave. So it's just enjoying whatever's coming up, however you're being navigated. And even if it's a directional change or something kind of a curveball, trust it and go with it. As long as you're aligning with your truth, you're going to go where you need to go and be in the right direction. All right. Now I'm going to pull a couple for this Pisces new moon from the Moonology deck. So we have Work Through Your Fears, new moon in Scorpio. And Scorpio is also a water sign. So Pisces and Scorpio, kind of know what that space is like, to go deep, to feel the feels. And this could bring up some fears, especially when we think of curveballs coming at us, or whatever wave that we're navigating right now. It could bring up some fears, but that's okay. It's just because it's not necessarily our mind, right? Our mind is like, this is how it has to go, or this is what I'm expecting. So when something unexpected happens, it can bring up some fears, which is okay. A new romantic cycle begins. Love that. And conclusions are within reach. Yes. So something's wrapping up, right? We have this new beginning energy that's really coming in now. So there is some sort of conclusion or wrap up, which I'm feeling that people are really open to and grateful for, which then ushers in a new beginning, a new cycle that we'll be moving on to. Romantic could mean love. So this could be a new chapter of love beginning. But it can also just be about a new romantic cycle of, really ritualizing our life, having a life that we're in love with, romanticizing things more, just enjoying life, finding the bliss in the little moments. And we're going to find more of those now, especially as the spring comes. All right, let's move to the tarot. And look at that. We have the Strength card. And that's, the Strength card is Leo. But Leo's a fire sign. And so this is fire energy. And it is also linked to Aries, which is about that courageous energy, being courageous, finding the confidence to put yourself out there. And that's kind of what I'm seeing with the Strength card more as it's coming up in this reading, is the courage and the strength to go after something you want. The courage and your strength to trust that life is also, in this card, she's helping this whale get unstuck from this fishing net. So life is helping you untangle right now. It's helping you get out of a situation that you've kind of maybe been like, oh, how am I going to navigate this? I'm stuck. And to me, it's more of the surrender. The strength is just surrendering to the universe. And not, in a sense, trying to force yourself out or force a direction change or force, a change. It's about surrendering. And then look at this. You have the Magician and the Ace of Cups. So yes, there is magic happening right now. This is such a magical time. I've been feeling it. We have the spring equinox. This shift in energy is also bringing in a shift in our power, in our, in actually seeing, right? We're alchemizing and seeing what we're doing, the power we have. We're starting to see that we have all the tools we need, and that we're tapped in and turned on right now. And what we're bringing in is we're focusing on, right, with that Pisces new moon, emotions, emotional fulfillment. What do we want to feel? We want to fill our cup. We want to release. If our cup is full of heaviness and our cup is filled with everyone else's gunk, it's time for us to clear that and fill it back up with the stuff that, again, aligns with our soul and our desires. And maybe it's the confidence to go after something that you really want. And again, trusting the process. We have the Queen of Cups, the Hermit, and the King of Wands. Wow. And I just saw the Tower, so I'm going to pull that. The Tower, the Full Priestess, or the High Priestess, and then look at that Nine of Cups. So you are getting what you want. The universe is bringing you something that you want, right? There's going to be emotional fulfillment here. This could be tied with somebody, the King of Wands or a Queen of Cups. depending here. So look at this. We have the two highest octave, the spiritual feminine and masculine of the deck, the Hermit and the High Priestess. And then we have a Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. So it's like this spiritual evolution is now, you're coming online to this. You've kind of evolved, and you're becoming more aligned with the spiritual mastery of these two, masculine and feminine, and balancing these out. And what's happening here is if you're looking for love, this is finding that match, this partner that's a vibrational match to you, that is more connected to higher realms here. And this match is coming too. And with the Tower, this is coming in very suddenly, out of the blue. Very Uranus energy, the Tower. And it's something you wanted. So this could also be, if you're in a relationship, this could be about, some real big, deep growth that has been happening. This is about the individuals, though. It's not about, hey, we're going to couples therapy. That could help, but this is about doing the personal inner growth on an independent level. And you're starting to really see this manifestation and the power of this that has come online for the two of you. Also, this could come in many forms. It could come in a business partner. It could come in a new boss at work that's really in alignment with you. Someone to collaborate with creatively, or even a client that's really going to shift your life. And ultimately, you're getting your Nine of Cups here. There's a lot of spiritual, connective points here that you're gonna, with this person, and it's gonna bring a lot of just epiphanies, downloads, just synchronicities here. This is powerful cards here. Very powerful cards. And don't mind, sorry about the noise if you heard in the background. We're going through a major snowstorm. Let's see, what do I want to, this is a very black and white reading. But I'm going to, we had a flyer. I was looking at the Tower. Temperance, yeah, trust, patience. This is happening and unfolding. There's a lot of divine things happening in the background here. An alchemization of energy to produce it in the physical world, and all of a sudden, bam, it's there. And look, yeah, Knight of Cups. So definitely this is tied to love, or offering something that's going to be of major fulfillment for you moving forward. And this is it. Ace of Swords, High Priestess. You know it when this comes in, when you connect with this person. It's divine yes. A divine yes. If you're how do I, and that's the courage too. Go after this. If there's fears that come up, because this is so seems like this is too good to be true, I'm getting, this is a divine yes with the Ace of Swords. This is going to bring a lot of clarity and truth about the next part of your path, or what's coming next. All right. Wow. Love it. So on point with the energies this week. Here's the new beginnings. They're unfolding. Right. You have the change of course here. And this is where something comes in. That's this Tower. Something comes in that really pushes you down like a destined path here that you really weren't expecting. And there's a lot of passion here. This is that fire energy. You have the Pisces energy, and then you have the Aries energy, and it's converging to create something very powerful and magical. All right, everyone. I hope that helps you navigate what's happening right now. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition, trust there's a lot of passion coming up and motivation to go after what you want. This is not a time, of course, fears are naturally going to come up when we're going to take a big step or even go towards something that we've never done before. But you're going to just navigate this and you're going to be fine. And it's all going to be amazing. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining in. I will see you in the next reading.